Right. Good afternoon, Ronald. Today is the Wednesday, week number 7 in NTU. So I'm going to have a chat with you regarding the FYP progress. Please now give us your progress, describe your project, and what's the status. But as I understand it, the problem is not to do closed caption for surveillance camera because the scene in a surveillance camera does not change. So I think, for example, if you are now rehearsing for the presentation of FYP, it should be image captioning for videos such as broadcast news where there are many scene changes, and the captioning will then help us to search for a broadcast news particular segment which have a particular image. So now please give an so let's take it from there and then see how you can now explain. Imagine that I'm a FYP examiner and I've not seen it before. Well, why would you want to find a keyframe? Why not simply perform image captioning for every second or every zero point 0.5 second of an image? Yes, but I mean that can be done very cleverly by filtering of 50 captions of the same scene, knowing that the scene didn't change. Okay, I understand. So, can you tell me now what is I mean, what do you particularly do I mean, for your project? I mean, how long was your project for and things like that? So what have you done specifically to, perform image captioning? Do you do the research? Do you get toolkits from somewhere, develop the system? Could you tell us your contributions? And finally, how does your demo look like? So, what is the model call again from Google? And can you now describe how to develop this show and tell model? Is it using TensorFlow? Is it using what language? What is the structure of the neural networks used? And what is the training data? So currently the input to the system is an image of what size? And does it matter what size and what kind of resolution it is? And is there a specification on what is a resolution? Because if the image is too small, then of course the resolution is very poor and therefore the results will be very poor. So in your project, you're saying that now you have used a neural network to take an image, and given an image, you are training a neural network which then allow you to generate a caption. So the word a caption is, so in the MS Coco is the database used to train the system. So is 86,000 image sufficient to train the neural network? Are there bigger database than 80,000? And what are the database that are available? Okay, so in your thesis write-up, do you have such a chapter describing the availability of other database? So what have you downloaded other than MS Coco and the Flickr data? Have you also downloaded the Flickr database? Understand, but could you also not then down? So is the 86,000 broken into training set and testing set? 30. And then, so after you have finished training, then for each image you will generate how many caption? One, two, or and then how do you then check whether your trained model is accurate or not? So for your FYP, then how do you know that your models are trained correctly? how can you test your model on the training set because it will be almost accurate, right? How many images are you using for the testing set? Yes. So describe your demo again. Your demo is a demo that takes in a video of, let's say, 5-10 minutes, and then what does it do again? Okay, can. So what do you, in this whole FYP project at the university fourth year level, what are the difficulties and what are the challenges and what have you learned? Okay, can. So now you are preparing for your FYP report well as your FYP presentation. In the FYP presentation, I mean, in our 15 minutes discussion, you can use most of these materials as what you have said. You must always remember that the person who's sitting down might not have read your report. So you must first give an overview. We are also listening to your contributions as well as what you have done, what is novel, what you have used, and therefore what are the challenges. And I think with that, is there anything else you want to tell us? Right. So is your final year report completed? Can. So please reformat it into latex. How many citations do you have now? Too little. Hit about 50. Your citations should maybe primarily be of, all the previous research done in image captioning, the database available, how evaluations were done. Are there any competitions for captioning, image captioning? So you must also be discussing about these competitions and stuff like that. That should be in either chapter 2, I guess. And what is your chapter 3 again? Yes, so I guess in chapter 3 you can discuss detailed Kapati's model as well as the Google's one, right? Is that what your plan is? Then what is so I don't know what's chapter 3 again? Oh, so it's like some textbook description of a yeah, but again, you see the chapter organization should be balanced, otherwise it doesn't make sense. So I mean, if you have like 50 pages, chapter 2, 3, 4 should be almost about 10, 15 pages each. Chapter 1 is always like 3 to 4 pages, and the conclusion again. So it doesn't make sense if the one of the chapter is like 3 pages, 4 pages, or the other one is 10 pages. So you should be better off to just, either absorb it or remove material so that all is balanced. So I mean, you can do chapter 3 like what is the neural networks, what are the tools out there. That means this whole chapter talks about the tools, the neural networks and stuff like that, as opposed to just the theory. Okay, so with that, I think we are almost done. So thank you very much. Now I will stop the recording. Do I press the star button? The